Oakville is one of the most searched places to move in the entire GTA, but there are 5 things about living here most people don't find out until after they've already arrived, including reason number 3, which I almost never hear anyone warn people about. Watch this video first. My name's Jordan Abrams, 9 years helping people move to the GTA. All my info's down below, let's get into it. Reason number 1, the price. Oakville is expensive. Not Toronto expensive, Oakville expensive, which is in its own category entirely. The average detached right now is 2.3 to 2.4 million. Average condo about 745K. Townhomes are running about 1.2 million. And the median across all property types sits at 1.6 million. One of the priciest markets in all of Ontario, and you're not even inside Toronto. You're in Halton region, about 35 kilometers southwest of downtown. You're paying more than most of Toronto for a longer commute every single day. Now let's be specific about what you're actually getting in these prices. In Glen Abbey, one of the most popular family neighborhoods, you're looking at detached homes around 1.5 to 2 million. Large lots, mature trees, the famous Glen Abbey Golf Club in your backyard, and some of the best schools in the province. Joshua Creek, which is the luxury family pocket, runs about 1.7 million and up. And it has executive homes and Iroquois Ridge High School right there. If we look at older Oakville or Southwest Oakville by the lake, you're starting at 2 million and going up from there for heritage properties on Lakeshore. The most affordable entry point in Oakville for a detached is College Park, and that's around 800,000 to 1.1 million. There's older houses there, it's near Sheridan College, decent schools, but that's the realistic budget if you're not looking to spend 2 or 3 million out here. Quick quiz, true or false? Oakville has one of the lowest crime rates of any city in Canada. Drop your answer in the comments. Answers coming up later in the video. Reason number 2, the commute. Now there's some good GO stations, Oakville GO and Bronte GO. They're both on the Lakeshore West line, so you can get to Union in about 35 to 40 minutes, even during rush hour. So that's the good part about the train versus the bus. But here's the rest. The local transit is limited. The buses run only every 30 minutes or so if you're not near a GO station. And a lot of Oakville isn't really walkable. So it's really a driver's destination. And that means you're driving on the QEW or the 401 during rush hour. And that's going to take a long time. It gets very backed up. So if you're looking to drive from Oakville to downtown Toronto, you're looking at least 45 minutes, usually over an hour, especially during rush hour, it can be an hour and a half. If you're in one of the neighborhoods like near Bronte GO or Oakville GO, you can get around quite easily, but that's also why those neighborhoods tend to run a bit higher in price for the convenience. Coming up in reason number 3, this is the one I hear almost no one warn people about before they commit to Oakville. Reason number 3, it's quiet. Maybe too quiet. For a lot of people, that's really what they want. I mean, if you're starting a family and you want a family-friendly neighborhood without that party scene, Oakville is that place. But it does close early. The nightlife is pretty non-existent. Late night options are not what you're going to find in downtown Toronto. So if you're looking for that, it's not the place for you. Depending on the area you're in, South Oakville, Bronte Park, Coronation Park, it's predominantly empty nesters and high net worth people who have been there for a while. If you're looking more for the younger area, that's like the Uptown Core, Palermo. That's like younger professionals with younger families, school-age kids. Oakville is built around communities, around schools, around the outdoors. So the social calendar is more like community events, backyard barbecues, meeting up at the park, things like that. There's the Great Oakville Waterfront Festival every year. But if you're in your 20s or 30s and you want that social life where you're going out to a club or you're meeting up with friends till 1 or 2 a.m. on a weeknight, that's not what Oakville has to offer. And if you're thinking about moving to Oakville, reach out to me directly. All my info's down below and on screen right now. And I personally get back to everyone. Reason number 4, the diversity gap. Oakville has people from all over the world, and it's actually more diverse than people think. But the reality is that the food scene is not nearly what you would expect in other areas of the GTA. A lot of places like Scarborough, for instance, has the Hakka food that's like the Indian Chinese fusion. There's a lot of Korean barbecue, Korean places in general around Bloor and Bathurst, and then also Yonge and Finch. Oakville is kind of like nicer upscale restaurants, but there's not that diversity where you're going to get amazing Chinese food and then amazing Indian food like you find in the rest of the GTA. So if you're looking for food diversity and a lot of cultural variety, like you find in most areas of Toronto, that's not really what Oakville is. But it's a super safe, family-friendly area where you're going to find really nice restaurants, just not as much variety. All right, quiz answer time. The answer is true. Oakville's crime rate sits about 20% below the national average. And like I was saying throughout the video, it's a super safe, family-friendly area, one of the safest places to live in all of the province. Keep that in mind as we get to reason number 5. Reason number 5, the hidden costs. People budget for their mortgage, but they don't budget for everything else. Property tax in Oakville is actually higher than most areas in the province. People don't know this, but Toronto actually has low property taxes. So in Oakville, on let's say a $1.5 million home, you're looking at close to 10 grand a year for property tax. On a $2 million home, you're looking at $13,000 to $15,000. So that's something specific to Oakville that most people aren't talking about. It is just a pricier area. The restaurants are going to be more expensive. You know, that local coffee joint that you go to in the morning is going to cost more. You're going to be driving around everywhere, so the gas and the car insurance really adds up. And then on top of that, you obviously have your home purchase price, which in Oakville is one of the highest in the province. So lifestyle creep is a real thing here. If you try and keep up with everyone else, you know, you get 2 cars, you get that big house, you're going to look at your credit card bill at the end of every month and be like, oh my God, the monthly cost of living in Oakville gets pretty crazy, and it's significantly higher than most people realize before they move here. And if you're thinking about moving to Oakville, reach out to me directly, book a free call with my link in the description, or just send me a text. All my info is on screen right now. So after all that, who's Oakville for? Well, it's expensive, you're generally going to need a car, it closes early with not much nightlife, and there's not really food diversity here. Also, the hidden costs like property tax increases are going to really catch you off guard. So those are real things that you have to budget for and you have to know about before you actually move here. But the other side of things is you have beautiful nature, you have quiet, mature tree-lined streets, lots of younger families mixed in with people by the lake who are maybe a bit older, who have the luxury homes. It's just a really nice community. Lots of different areas to explore. You can be right by the water if you want to. Obviously, it comes at a price. There's 16 kilometers of lakefront where you can bike, you can run, you can walk. So if that's what you're looking for, if you don't need the Toronto nightlife, it's one of the best places to be in all of Ontario. You just have to be able to stomach that initial entry point and how expensive Oakville is in general. If this video helped at all, hit the thumbs up and subscribe. New Toronto real estate videos every Tuesday and Friday. My name's Jordan Abrams. If you have any other questions, reach out to me directly. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you around town.